Hi everyone, welcome. So today I am going to talk about crypto investment. Last week I had a live stream with all my friends from the Philippines, and it was such a success. And I have a bunch of you all in the U.S. asking me to do the same class for you guys in English, and so that's what I'll do. So this whole class is going to be super basic. If you already know the basic things about crypto, this is not necessarily the place for you because the things I'll be talking about is going to be things that you already know, and so this might not benefit you as much. And so, but if you want to stick around, go ahead, that's fine. And also, I know I said I was going to do a live stream, but I am not able to do that because there's so many of y'all in different time zones and different schedule, and I figured I will just make a recorded video. And if you guys have any questions, message me or comment down below. Although I would prefer if you guys just comment down below so I can answer it, and if just in case somebody else has the same kind of question, they can see it and not ask me in my private message, and I don't get overloaded with a bunch of questions in my inbox. So again, this is just the basics of it. If you just started, or if you don't know anything about crypto, this is perfect for you. And so there's just a whole ultimate guide for you to get started. And I figured since a lot of the coins that I have right now, they're on sale, and so it would be perfect for y'all to sign up and start buying today, because you can easily sign up, deposit, and start trading really. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so when I talk to you all about crypto investing, I'm talking about actual investing. I'm not talking about trading. Sure, you can trade, but you are more likely to make less money with trading than investing. And so our goal here is to stay on our investing rather than trading. And what's the difference? Trading is more of a short-term strategy rather than long-term. Long-term is investing. So when I say short-term, I'm only talking about holding your assets, your digital assets, for days or weeks. But when I'm talking about investing, I'm talking about holding your coins for about a year or more. And so that's the biggest difference, trading versus investing. And under trading, you have two different kinds. You have swing trading and you have day trading. And so if you're swing trading, you're holding your cryptos or your digital assets for days or weeks. You buy it today, you sell it either tomorrow or a week from now. If I say day trading, I'm only talking about buying a crypto earlier today and selling it later today. That's the difference. Investing, on the other hand, if I buy it today, I'm not going to sell it until later. Not later this year, but I would say next year. But also, I will talk to you guys more about the strategies that you can use so that you don't lose your money or you don't lose the capital that you put in initially. So I will talk more about that a little bit later on. So cryptocurrency, we hear so much of it. We hear so much of it in the news. Our coworkers, from me, everywhere you go, you almost hear crypto. But what is it? Do we actually know what it is? Or if you bought Bitcoin, if you bought Ethereum, do you know what you bought? And so this is the main reason why I did this, really, is to make sure that when you buy something, you know what you're buying, because that's my principle with my investment, whether it be stocks or crypto. I like knowing what I hold. And so, because what happens if I don't know what I hold? I lose conviction. I start seeing the price go down. I start seeing the price go down, and I lose confidence in that stock or cryptocurrency. What end up happening? I sell it at a loss. And remember, you only lose money when you sell your assets. And so wait till it goes up and then sell it. And so I will talk more about that. But again, basics. Cryptocurrency. What is it? And so by definition, it is a digital asset or currency that is secured by cryptography, which makes it nearly impossible to counterfeit. Um, Think of cryptocurrency as an electronic version of your money. Rather than holding cash, it is digital. It is on your phone. Kind of same way when you log into your bank, you don't, rather than seeing your cash physically, you get to see your cash in your bank account with numbers. So think of it that way. Rather than seeing physical thing, you are holding a digital currency. That's what it is. And so many cryptocurrencies are decentralized networks based on blockchain technology, a distributed ledger enforced by a disparate network of computers. That's a mouthful, I know. But what is decentralized networks? What is blockchain technology? And so when you hear decentralized networks, think of peer-to-peer. Rather than having a middleman or a middle person or a middle company in between, it's person to person or networks of people. Think of it that way. Or another way you can think of it is, I'm sure back then, when you're doing piracy on movies or songs, those are peer to peer because you have people providing you those songs, providing you those movies, and it's a peer to peer network. People coming together to share files, to pay each other, and things like that. So just in its simplest terms, all right, just at its simplest term, think of that. And blockchain technology, I have a picture right here on the right hand side explaining blockchain technology. And again, it's just the basics of it. It's just the gist of it. If you want that, we can go in detail about blockchain, but I don't want to bore you all. So blockchain, how does it work? So you have person A wanting to send money to person B, right? Easy? Cool. What's the next step? This transaction is represented online as a block. Every transaction or my request to send money from myself to another person, that transaction is represented online as a block. Next step, this block is broadcasted to every party in the network. See that picture? Sound familiar, right? Rather than people, you see nodes or you see computers or you see other devices. That's peer-to-peer. That's decentralized. So this block is broadcasted to every party in the network. What happens next? These networks, these nodes, these computers, they approve the transaction. They make sure it's good. And then this block is added to the existing blockchain in a transparent and unalterable way. It becomes a whole blockchain. It's a bunch of blocks stuck together, and they form a blockchain that is, in a way, not alterable, meaning you cannot change the information there. It's immutable. It cannot be changed. It cannot be hacked. All right. Then what happens? The transaction is complete. I was able to send the money from myself to another person, or person A to person B, without banks or without PayPal or without Facebook Pay or Apple Pay in between, right? So it's just person A to person B. My money going to person B without banks, without any other companies in between. That's what it is. At its simplest form, again. There are many ways you can talk about this, not just crypto, not just paying somebody money. Alright, so here it's showing you the evolution of money, right? And so back then we had barter trading. If you want something in return, you gotta trade it with some. If you want something, you gotta be able to trade with somebody with different goods. Say I want a ramen noodles. In return, I will give them lumpia. I get my ramen noodles, they get lumpia. That's barter trading at its simplest form, right? Then what happened? We moved on. We went to gold. We started using gold as a means of making business or making transaction. And then we switched to metal coins. You got cash, paper money. You got plastic cards or your debit cards, credit cards. Then electronic money, and then now cryptocurrency. So this is how the traditional financial system worked. Again, let's use as an example me sending money to another person or you sending money to another person, right? So you as the sender want to send money to a relative or somebody, say in the Philippines, right? And so in order for you to make that transaction, what do you have to do? You can use PayPal, you can use Western Union. I know for myself, I use Western Union a lot because it's the fastest, but it's expensive. But if you use, there are many ways you can do it. But the way it works is that you as a sender send money through your bank, and then from your bank it goes through PayPal, Venmo, Visa or MasterCard, then to the receiver's bank, then the receiver, right? Although sometimes it can seem seamless, say like I'm sending money from here to my brother in Texas. It may look like it looks like he receives it instantly. A lot of that, like Facebook Pay, you can send money to somebody almost instantly, but you still go through a process, transaction fees. You still sometimes there can be a delay. Like I forgot which app it is. So when you're doing wire transfer, sometimes you gotta wait a few business days just for you to receive that amount of money. Or if you're talking about thousands of money, sometimes there's limitation with PayPal, Cash App, Facebook Pay, and they can't receive it. And so the problem with this traditional financial system is that they control it. You got transaction fees. You got sometimes it's slow. A lot of times it's slow, especially when you're sending it from one country to another. It's really slow, and you don't get it instantly. And so with decentralized financial system, also what they call as DeFi, you as a person can send your money through receiver using blockchain technology without any middleman. And it's through blockchain technology, through smart chain, smart contracts, and we'll talk more about that later. But it's as easy as that, with very low fees. Transaction is fast. You don't have to go through a bank or any other institutions to send or receive money. And there's actually other uses for crypto. One thing that I have in my portfolio that I actually got from a friend who tipped me about it. It's called VeChain, VE chain, or symbol for it is VET. And so what they do is they are in the supply chain industry, right? What they do, so in China, the biggest issue, one of the biggest issues in China, among other things, one of the biggest issues in China is fake goods. I'm sure everybody knows it, right? Even food, it's crazy. You see food that are counterfeit and fake. Say you have canned goods that's supposed to be this. Let's say spam, right? They can make a fake spam, and so using different ingredients, cheaper, sometimes dangerous ingredients, and it causes issues with people's health in China. And so what VeChain does is it makes sure that you have the correct, or you have the food that you're actually buying. It doesn't have to be food, it can be anything. And so how does it work? So let's say you are buying a sack of rice. you typically you go to the grocery store, right? So you go to the grocery store, you pick up your sack of rice. You just trust the store that they have the authentic sack of rice that you want. But with VeChain, what they do is you can put a sticker on the next to the label of the sack of rice. As a consumer, I can scan that QR code, that barcode or QR code that is on the label, and it gives me a list of or a chain of channels where from where it was at originally, the from its raw materials. So say like rice, right? With rice, you go all the way back to the farm. What VeChain does is you see it, the distribution channels all the way from the farm to the factory, to packing, to distribution, to the retail store. It gives you destinations, kind of like think of Amazon, or like when you're getting a delivery from UPS or FedEx. You see these different destinations that this this product came through, or like this product that being delivered to you. Same thing, it gives you, it makes sure that it is coming from a good source, it is coming from a reliable company, it's coming from a reputable distribution. And in return, as a consumer, I have the confidence that what I'm buying is real. And they're also using that for many other things in China. Actually, Walmart China is a partner of VeChain. I think it was JD. I think it's a rival of Walmart that uses it too, and other luxury brands. Because luxury brands are one of those that get counterfeited a lot, and it's one of them. It makes sure that what people are buying in China are actually from Gucci, from Louis Vuitton, and things like that. And so that's one of other uses in that. And I can talk more about different ones, but again, I don't want to use like an hour of our time to talk about those. And so those are just one of those uses. So what's our goal? So the reason why I did this too is to share the knowledge to everyone, obviously, but also to build generational wealth through cryptocurrency investment. And so right now, the reason why you hear a lot about crypto is a lot of people are making a shit ton of money from it. And with crypto, the way we can compare it right now is during the tech bubble in late 1990s and early 2000s, where people started discovering technology, internet, and things that they can use it for. And so what happened back in 1990s, if I can find my cursor, there it is, you started seeing this is the NASDAQ, and you started seeing it go boom, and it reached peak and then suddenly collapsed. Excuse me. And so this is where we could compare it to back in 2017, where people started hearing about blockchain, people started hearing about crypto. What is crypto and what is all that? And you hear Bitcoin everywhere, thrown everywhere. And so this is the discovery phase of technology and internet, where a lot more people were hearing more about it. Same thing with Bitcoin during 2017, 2018. This is what happened. And what happened after this tech bubble, it consolidated until about, I would say, 15 years later, it reached back its peak. Now, what's the difference between NASDAQ and today? Back then, internet was not as widely used as it is today, and so investors were not getting the information that they need about this up-and-coming technology companies. Imagine if back in 2001 or 2002, where people had as much access to internet as they do now, and they would hear about this technology, and people can, if people also had the tools to easily invest for these stocks. This gap right here, where from its peak later on to 2015, 2016, that could have easily been closed. But right now with Bitcoin was the reason why what is it? We're past this peak already during this whatever took 15 or 16 years for Nasdaq to reach back its peak. Right now, we're reaching out with the cryptocurrency. Why? Because we have the internet now, and we have tools that are much easier for us to invest. With the internet, we can easily research all this up and coming cryptocurrencies, up and coming projects. And so that is the biggest that's the biggest difference. And of course, back then too, there were no Robinhood where you can easily buy stocks with no fees, and so it allows more people to get into the game. And now with cryptocurrency, you can easily buy it wherever you are in the world, and so it's perfect. And that's why it's much faster for recovery and for us to peak for blockchain technology for the crypto. Another thing too is that with this, back then people were laughing at Jeff Bezos, who is the CEO of Amazon, that they're not going to survive. This is another one of those companies that will go away over time. And look where it is now, a mega cap company. And that's what we're looking for here too for cryptocurrencies. Is we want to look for the next Amazon, we want to look for the next Microsoft, the next Facebook. That is very important, because you always hear people talk about, oh, I would, if only I can go back in time and buy a share of Microsoft or Amazon or Google, they would. This is it for us. Like, we are just at the beginning phases of cryptocurrency, the whole blockchain technology movement, and we have to get in now. And we have to pick those projects that will actually be the next Facebook or the next Google, because there's so many of them right now. Not all of them will survive. Hell no. And so we want to be able to pick the ones that we know are going to survive. Again, this is an investment and not a trade, and so we want to look for something that will last for over a year. More importantly, 5 years from now. All right. Oh, I'm thirsty. All right. So Bitcoin. Always hear about Bitcoin, but a lot of people don't really know a lot about Bitcoin. And so it was invented, this is a typo, it's not 2018, it's 2008. It's invented in 2018 by an unknown person or group of people named Satoshi Nakamoto. 2008, very, very significant year. This came about because of the whole recession. And we all know about it. And Satoshi Nakamoto had this idea in mind of getting rid of those banks, getting rid of the middlemen between our transactions. And so this is essentially why it was created. I mean, again, we can go back and give you all of the reasons why, but essentially that's what it is. It was created as a response to a great financial crisis, because the world was relying on banks as intermediaries for all financial transactions. And a fun fact that I learned from one of my coworkers, the first commercial transaction using Bitcoin was in 2010, where they purchased 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoins. That's a lot. Right now, with $50,000 per Bitcoin price, that is $500 million today for 2 slices of Papa John's pizza. That's crazy. All right, so that's Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, the first mover of the whole cryptocurrency market. Altcoins. Altcoins are cryptocurrencies other than Bitcoin, Ethereum, and anything other than Bitcoin is called altcoins, alternate coins, or alternative coins. I forgot which one. And another thing you'll hear a lot is altcoin season. What is altcoin season? It refers to the outflow of Bitcoin into altcoins, causing surge in altcoin prices. What happens? This is the chart that I have, a table that I have of the process of alt season. So essentially, what happens is that money flows in, the money that is in Bitcoin, when it surges, it takes a break. It gets moved from Bitcoin to Ethereum, from Ethereum to other large caps. Large caps are anything, I would say, from top 2 all the way through top 50, or maybe less, depending on their market cap or capitalization, which is the valuation, the value of the whole crypto. And so Bitcoin, Ethereum, large caps, and then all of the other all of the medium, all of the medium, small, and micro caps, which are all of the much cheaper coins. And also, with cryptocurrency, don't have the mindset that you can only buy a whole of a Bitcoin or a whole of an Ethereum or a whole of Cardano. It's not like that. You can buy it fractionals. Literally anyone can invest. You can have $10 and put it in Bitcoin. You're not gonna have a whole Bitcoin, but you're gonna have fraction of Bitcoin. So you can literally use whatever amount of your money to put into crypto. And so, yeah. So just because you think you can't afford the $2,700 worth of Ethereum right now, you can't buy it now. You can buy half of it for how much is that? 2,700. That's about 1,350. And so you can do that. You can do even smaller amount of it. There's no limit. All right. Okay. So how do you get started? That's the question, right? You want to buy now, and yeah, how do you get started? You gotta have an exchange account, cryptocurrency exchange account, just like how you have a brokerage for your stocks. You gotta have an exchange account. And so these are the 3 that I mainly use. I use Binance.us, I use Coinbase Pro, and I use KuCoin. Be careful when you're looking at Binance. Make sure that it says Binance.us and not Binance, the regular one. You might have your VPN on and you don't see Binance.us. So make sure you download Binance.us. So the biggest reason why I have these is because they're cheaper. Because when you trade, some of them, I know for not Bitcoin, but for Coinbase, the regular Coinbase, it was so expensive for me, and so I had to find other platforms. And Coinbase Pro is actually a lot better and a lot cheaper for myself. So another reason too why I have I have different exchanges is because not all crypto is available in one coin. There are cryptos that are available on Binance, but it's not available on Coinbase. There are coins that are available on KuCoin, but are not available on Binance.us. My ultimate favorite is KuCoin, but the deposit process is a lot harder. I would recommend just getting Binance.us if you're just getting started, because for KuCoin, you'll have to get some coins from Binance.us, and from Binance.us you transfer it over to KuCoin. And so go to Binance.us, sign up. There will be a know your customer approval process. They gotta make sure that you're real you. You gotta upload your driver's license. You gotta go through this approval process, and once you're approved, you can start trading. And typically it's about the same day you can start trading. You can deposit US dollars, and there's a holding period of 10 days, I believe, where you cannot withdraw your money or your coins for the next 10 days. For Coinbase Pro, it's a lot quicker. I believe it's 5 days. And so what I typically like doing is I buy USDT, which essentially you have dollars, you convert it to USDT. All you're doing is you're converting your cash to coin, and then move that coin to KuCoin. That's what I like doing. But again, to make it simple for you, go with Binance.us. It's a lot easier. And before you sign up too, make sure that if you have any cryptocurrency in mind that you want to buy, make sure first that it's available there, because it might not be. I know Theta is not available on Binance.us, so you gotta look for that. And there are ways to buy it, but we can talk about that another time. And if you have questions about that, Just comment it below and I will answer it for you. Alright, so you're probably wondering, what are the criteria of picking the right coin for you? And so there are many criteria that you can choose from. These are just the four of the many criteria that I look at. And so the first one is the crypto needed? Is there a need for it? Right? And so you look at the coin and you think to yourself, or you read it, what problem is it solving? So you define, what is the problem? So let's use VeChain as an example, right? VeChain has a problem of people selling fake goods. That's the problem. The solution is VeChain. You get to track the authenticity of the product. Who are the people behind the crypto? Look them up. I don't personally I don't personally know them on top of my head, but for VeChain, you look at VeChain, you go to their website and look at their founders, and you see their background, and not just them, but also all of the top managers that are working at VeChain, their advisors. You look at that. What are their connections? Because connections mean other partnerships, which leads us to who are their partners. So with VeChain, like I talked to you guys about, they have partnerships with Walmart China, JD.com, and all other big names in China. Also, is the crypto sustainable? You think to yourself, they have this problem, they are the solution, they have these people backing them up, and these are their partners. But do I see them in 3 to 5 years from now? If the answer is yes, then it's a good investment. It really is, because again, we're thinking about long term. We're trying to find the next Facebook. We're trying to find the next Google or YouTube, right? And so the best source for myself is coinmarket.com. Let's see if I can pull them up. Alright, so the way you can research it is by going to coinmarketcap.com. Sorry, coinmarketcap.com, not coinmarket.com. So coinmarketcap.com, here you can see the top cryptocurrencies that are available, right? So this is their homepage. Right here you see number, that's their ranking, the name of the coin, the cryptocurrency, the price, the change in price the past 24 hours or 7 days, how much that coin is worth. Look at Bitcoin inching towards $1 trillion, which we already reached when it was priced at over $60. Volume, circulating supply, and a quick overview of the graph for this last 7 days. And so here, this is a perfect source for you, so let's go over this. Let's say, like we were talking about VeChain, you can look up VeChain, VET, right? That's VeChain. So you go here, what do you see? You see the name, what's the ranking? 13, top 13 coin in the whole cryptocurrency market, right? That's how many people are on their watch list. I'm not going to go over the whole thing, but I'm going to give you guys a quick overview. Here you can go to their website so you can check them out, see what they're about, see their white papers and things like that, and all other resources. Market cap, they're worth $12 billion. VeChain is worth $12 billion. Alright, their fully diluted market cap is $16 billion. That's with all of the coins. Volume, the past 24 hours, it's been traded worth $2 billion. And the circulating supply, the max supply, and the total supply. Here, you can see the chart for VeChain. You have different time frames. You have 1 day, 7 days, 1 month, 3 months, a year, year to date. So let's click 1 month. A month ago, back in March 31st, it was worth 8 cents. Now it's worth 18 cents. So you pretty much doubled your money. But at its peak, it reached 26 cents. So you would have tripled your money. That's just 1 month. It's crazy. And so other statistics in here, I love this part right here, because if you don't know what you're looking at, if you don't know the coin that you're looking up, this is the perfect place to look at it. I like calling CoinMarketCap my one-stop shop, because it has all the information that you need that are basic. And so it explains here what VeChain is. And going down the page, you'll see places where it's traded, things like that, news for it, and other coins related to it that you can watch. And so that's CoinMarketCap. You know, you can explore that, look around, see what you can find, but it's perfect. I think it's perfect place for researching, your first stop for researching researching for crypto. So, alright, personal picks. This is some of them. I still have other ones. Like today I bought Qcoin. I love Qcoin. Qcoin is a exchange. It's like I talked to you guys a little bit earlier. It's where I trade most of my coins. And so these are my favorite ones. And so you have Aave, Ada, Atom, BCH, Chiliz, Cody, Digibyte. There's a lot of them. Please do not buy all of them. I mean, some of them is probably not available on Binance either. And so only research or pick the ones that you think are going to that resonate with you, like VeChain or Theta, things like that. Bitcoin. I don't have Bitcoin and Ethereum here. This is just my altcoin personal picks. But so this table, the way you can read it, the first column you have the crypto name. The one after that is the year prediction. How many times it will multiply from its current price. That's the 1 year multiplier. 2 year prediction, 2 year multiplier. And so let us look at VET, which is VeChain, since we've been talking about it. And so you'll see here VET, VET. And this prediction is based on somebody that I follow on Patreon, somebody I follow on Twitter, analysts, experts from YouTube, a whole bunch of them that I compiled. And obviously I'm not done compiling all of them because there's a lot of empty ones here. But let's look at VeChain. VeChain, a lot of people predict that it's going to be $1, and that is 5 times its current price today. So right now I believe it's about 20 cents. So 20 times 5, $1. So if you put in $100 today, it could potentially be worth $500. 100 times 5, $500. In 2 years, it can be worth $5. So if you hold it for the next 2 years, your 100 is going to turn to $2,500. And so, again, it's not guaranteed. Nothing is ever guaranteed. There can be news that break out saying that the U.S. bans all cryptocurrency trading, right? Anything can change this, but this is just if we stay on track with the current climate. If we stay on track with that climate, with the no crazy news going out, this is what it could be. And even then, it's not guaranteed. This is just based on analysis and experts that are doing it. So take it with a grain of salt. Tips. Alright, first one that I know for myself can be hard too. Disregard emotions. Do not FOMO, or fear of missing out. You see a coin going up 10, you see coin going up 10%, 20%, 50, 100, 200, 400%. What do? Everybody's talking about it, so you buy it. You buy it at the top, and now it's starting to come down. Now you're stuck with a coin that is a lot less than when you put it in. Your 100 turned into $50. And so always buy low and sell high. Buy when it's calmed down, right? Buy when it's dipping. When you hear buy the dip, that's what it means. When it's down, you buy it there, and when it goes up, you sell it. Easy as that. Easy to say, hard to practice. Always do your own research. Just because I said it, just because an analyst said it, just because Your friend said it for you to buy something. You bought it. No. I gave you guys the resources. Do the research. If you think it works for you, then good. Buy it. But just because I said it or somebody said it doesn't mean you have to buy it. Only invest money that you know you won't touch for a few months. I'm saying this because sometimes you see a coin go up. You might see a coin go down like 10%, 10% or 50%, right? What happens now? You're fearful. Disregard your emotion. Rather than being fearful, you should buy more so that you can average your cost down. And when it goes up, you'll make even more. And so I'm saying invest only what you won't have to touch for a few months because there will be fluctuations. And you want to buy it right now when it's low, and when it's high, trim some of that. Get your capital or get your profits from that. So that's the reason why I'm saying that. Another one is to do not go all in on your initial buy. If you are going to put in $1,000, I do not recommend you putting all $1,000 the same time. Wait, right? There are many ways you can do it. You can split your money into thirds. So say 300, 300, and 400, right? So right now you buy like $300 worth of something, and it's going up, and then you see it dip a little bit. Again, buy the dip, buy it. Okay, cool. So now you have 66% of your money in, and it keeps going up, and then all of a sudden it crashes like 50%. Put the rest of your money there and hold it. Give it a year, or actually a few months. I dare you. If you pick any of those ones that I like, especially Theta, you guys probably see that a lot on my post, and Theta is just my favorite. And so if you do that, you'll make insane amount of money. You can easily double your money in like a month or two, maybe less. It's not guaranteed, but it can happen. It will happen for some of my plays. Diversify. What people recommend is doing 50% Bitcoin and Ethereum. Of that 50%, 70 Bitcoin, 30 Ethereum, and then macro, the other 50% will be other altcoins. So it's up to you, right? What you want to do is not put all of your $1,000 in Theta, or put all of your $1,000 in, or put $500 Theta, $500 in VeChain. Do not do that. But do not also over diversify. Find the perfect balance to where, say, if you have $1,000, you only pick 3 to 5 coins so that you maximize your gain. So if one goes up, it really goes up, or if one goes down, you have other ones that are pulling you up. Diversify your portfolio. Just like with stocks, you don't want just one stock. I mean, if you're a risk trader and you really believe in one crypto, then go for it. I mean, it's your choice, it's your money, it's yours to lose or win, so it's up to you. And the last tip I have is take out your capital, right? If you're really worried about losing your money, take out your capital. Say like you put in $1,000 and a month or two from now it doubles. Sell half of your coins. Take out your capital. Get that cash back. If you're really not that confident about it. What you can do is trim profits and buy more coins. But to those of you who are skeptical about crypto investment, that's my best advice. Or test the waters, put $100 just to get familiarized with what you're doing and learn from there, and then just start putting in more as you start making more. So yeah, that is all. Really, you just gotta have fun with this, because if you don't, then it's not gonna be as fun. And so My takeaway here is that invest now, right? Um, you might wait a few more days, a day or two, or things like that, but I would say now is the right time to do it. Have strategy, have an entry strategy, have exit strategy, and just start writing down what you want to buy and how much you want to put in it. And if you have any questions, just message me. Also, I have a Discord group that I use for to communicate with everybody, because I just cannot message everybody one by one, answering everybody's questions. If I have like 50 of you messaging me, I'm not gonna read through all of them. I'm too lazy to do that, and I got things to do. And so if you want to do that, just message. If you want to join that Discord group chat, just message me. I send like things that I buy. I send like news and things like that to keep you all posted of the place of the cryptos that I play. And so just message me. I'll send you the link for it, or I might even link it below. But yeah, that's really it. Again, thank you, and bye.